prediction about happening. Your further path in life is by God's wise counsel to be a most blessed one, and therefore each day is only a rung to climb the heights, as it were, that make working for the which is a prerequisite for working for the Lord in the way you are destined to do. And therefore everything must go its way, and a forcible interference in the accustomed rest must be endured for the sake of the spiritual higher development. And in times of need your heart should not be anxious about it, for the Lord stands lovingly by your side, and strengthens you and your spirit. Trust and always take refuge in Him, who will reward your trust. And now we want to instruct you on behalf of the Lord, so that you can inform your fellow men about the outcome of the world fire. A victorious peace will not be granted to any of the contenders, for the Lord Himself will intervene when the time has come. And indeed, those states that were so presumptuous as to break into peaceful lands will do themselves the greatest harm by doing so, for they fall under divine law. In the not too distant future their fate will be, and the world will clearly recognize the intervention of a higher power. And it will be under tremendous pressure, for it will also recognize the injustice of those who rule that country. And it comes to its senses and longs for peace everywhere. However, the more obvious the intervention of the eternal divinity is, the less one pays attention to these instructions from above, especially where one is blinded and only craves for power and greatness. These are hours of the utmost despair that thousands and thousands of people, and yet they do not bring about any change in the people in charge, and only the firm will of a deeply believing person, who recognizes the necessity of divine intervention, and who exerts great influence on them, prevents further bloodshed. And let it be said to you that you are already in the beginning of it, let it be said to you that you should do all the mentioning of it, because the time is hurrying and people should know beforehand where it is appropriate, so that they become the most zealous followers of God's teaching when the coming event will occur. For you must use every day to work for the Lord. Only the will is your strength, because if you want what God's will is, He works through you, as it were. And if you now fulfill the will of the Lord, you will also have the greatest strength at your disposal. You will lose your outer peace and quiet by this event, but your faith will be strengthened and your will be ready for uninterrupted work for the Lord. World events, however, continue their course, only in a different way than it now seems. And from now on the Spirit begins to become active, and the time has come for the servants of the Lord to exercise their office on earth. Therefore let everything come to you, patiently await the Lord's mission, and always consider every event only in the sense that it is necessary for the maturing of the human soul. Amen.